Thank you to all my lovely supporters on Patreon. To hear all the music I make for my channel and covers I do, go to the link in the description to sign up for my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. What's going on, guys? Christian Hanna Horror here, and today we're finally doing Volume 3 of Horror Blu-rays that I want you to own. I've been just wanting to space these out, but I know that you guys were enjoying these, and what was so great is you guys letting me know what you love and what you think I need to have, because I've actually picked up some movies that you guys told me to. But let's get going with today's Volume 3 of Horror Blu-rays I want you to own, and I'm going to throw in a bonus, because why not? And I hate to give it away on my computer, but because it's not really horror, but horror fans kind of accept this movie pretty well. The Burbs. This is from Shout Factory. Great looking Blu-ray. Great documentary that actually includes one of my favorite directors in it, Joe Dante. I love it. I think it's great. I definitely think you should add it to your collection. It's the way to watch this movie and to enjoy The Burbs. So, all right, coming in at number 5 is a movie that you need to get this release because while I think you can get older releases, it's a great-looking film, especially on this Arrow Video Blu-ray, and it's a film that needs to be seen to be believed. Al Pacino in Cruisin. Now, Cruisin is a movie that I did not expect when I saw it. This movie was... I mean, I really kind of put it up there with films like Maniac and New York Ripper in terms of just... It's intense, and it's a really insane film. I really don't know how else to put it. But it's a really interesting movie. Like, I really loved it. And it looks amazing. It looks like this was a restoration from a 4K scan. It's fantastic. Archive footage was really great. It was great seeing Pacino in this. I mean, it was just... wow. I'm at a loss for words for Cruisin. It's just really a film that needs to be seen to be believed. I love it. Alright, the next one is kind of cheating because it's a box set, but I want you guys to get this. Now, I have both versions of this, but I'm showing you the UK box set because you can play this in any American players. This is the House Collection. And really the reason I did this instead of the Two Stories USA set is particularly for House 3, the horror show. Now, you can get that Blu-ray from Scream Factory, but I really enjoy it as House 3. I don't know, I just really like it as such, and House is a classic. House is such a classic, loving film. I love it so much. Norm from Cheers is in there, and Roger Cobb is such a great character. Like, you really get behind him. I credit Steve Miner on that film. I credit Sean Cunningham for that film. Such a classic. I love House. I love the attitude of House. I love the spunk of House. House 2 is okay. I like House 2, but House 3 is awesome. This is a very bold statement, but it's how I feel. House 3, the horror show, is my preferred version of Shocker. And if you've seen House 3, you kind of understand what I mean. They're kind of the same movie. And I like Shocker, especially the soundtrack, but I just really like House 3, and I love Lance Henriksen in House 3. So I really recommend getting this set. House 4, I can't say a whole lot of good stuff about it, but I really don't fault the film. It was just this really low-budget thing. So, you know, you can check it out, but really getting it for the first 3 is the real deal. I love House 3. Coming up next, a shout out to one of my good buddies, Jay the Stingray. This Blu-ray right here of Spookies. Now, Spookies is a very, like, amateur film, in a sense. Like, actually, I really don't know how to describe Spookies. It's a special effects movie. Every scene, basically, they do farting mummies, a water mermaid gremlin, the Grim Reaper, just all kinds of random special effects scenes in this movie, and it's really interesting. Now, me and my wife watched this, and we had a blast. It's Spookies, okay? But the real reason is the making of is fantastic. I love watching just the documentary about Spookies. Getting this Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray is worth it for the documentary. It was a great story. I love it. And it's a fun movie. I think some people can get a lot of enjoyment out there. And this film clearly has a fan base, because whenever I talk about Spookies, 9 times out of 10, it's mostly people saying, "Oh my god, I love Spookies." So it's Spookies. There's nothing like Spookies but Spookies. Alright, coming up next is another Italian classic that I love. Dario Argento presents a Lamberto Bava film. Demons. Oh my goodness, Demons is just my stuff. I love it so much. The real reason I got this on here is because, not because there's special features per se, but like, if you're getting into, I guess, Italian cinema, more or less, I think this is a great way to jump in there. Because Demons, it's just really good. I don't know how to put it. I just feel in my heart of hearts that, like, if you're gonna start diving into some Italian movies, if you haven't yet, because I know I have some younger viewers that watch my channel, Demons is a great one to jump into. So I recommend it a lot. I'm a big fan of Demons, and this Blu-ray looks really, really good. This is from Synapse. Check it out online. I think it's pretty cheap on Amazon. Demons. Definitely check this movie out. And last but certainly not least, I say this now because I know that I've been seeing these at Walmarts, and I know they're selling, but I want you to grab one if you see it. Scream Factory of Candyman. When Candyman was coming out on Blu-ray, I was excited because it's uncut. Now, granted, it's very minuscule what's uncut, but what is there, and I think that's great because as simple as it was, I still appreciate Scream Factory going out of their way to add that extra gore scene to the doctor. And, I mean, granted, this movie still looks really good on this Blu-ray. It's Candyman. I think it's worth it to upgrade from your DVD, and yeah, it's lovely. If you're a UK person, I know that there's a UK Candyman, that's also great. But if you're in the US of A, baby, I highly recommend this Scream Factory because it is uncut. Despite it not being much, I still really appreciate Scream Factory doing that for us. And I think it's worth it to have all day because Candyman is a classic. So if you don't own this copy, please get it. They're at Walmarts. I'm seeing them now. Go to your Walmart now and get it. Volume 3 of Horror Blu-rays I want you to own. Please, guys, again, you guys were fantastic last time. Let me know what I need and everybody else. What is your must-own Blu-rays in your collections? Please let us know so we can help each other out. This is Christian Hanna Horror. Love you guys. See you next time.